So a while back I actually rebuilt, or rather resoldered, a bulb failure unit for my XJ40, and today I decided to replace it. So obviously with the battery disconnected, there's a single 8mm bolt holding the unit to this panel, and then you have a series of connectors that you need to disconnect. There's a couple of connectors to both headlamps. If you have a model with just the styled headlights, also known as just the square headlights, then you'll just have one connector. But my one's got the quad round headlights, so I've got two connectors. There's that large black connector. There is also a yellow connector. And there is also a 13mm bolt which holds in two earthing cables, which I'll show you now. So there's the bolt, and there are two earthing cables going towards that. So I tried using a short extension first, and then I had to actually get a much longer reach extension to actually achieve this, because it really is sort of quite deep in there. You can see there that the ratchet just really isn't getting enough purchase on it. So I used a much longer extension, and I was able to get that bolt out. It is a good idea, once you've got that bolt out, to give the whole area a clean with some contact cleaner, which you can see I'm doing here, and that just gets rid of, well, really all the wax oil that I've piled down there over the years, and just leaves you with a clear, clean point to earth to. I'd also recommend replacing the bolt with a clean bolt as well, just so you got that maximum earthing capability. I didn't, and I wish I had, because I don't really want to go in there again. It works, but I could have done a better job if I'd replaced the bolt as well. So just remember to replace the bolt. So obviously getting in there to try and sort that out is a bit fiddly, so you just need to be aware of that when you're in there. Getting in there, as you can probably see, is quite fiddly, so you just need to be aware of that. Obviously make sure that you've got all the connectors connected up. Now I did get that headlamp connector that I'm just connecting up there the wrong way round initially, and I found that out when I actually was testing the lights to make sure that everything was working correctly. So no harm done, just swap them over again and everything was fine. This yellow connector actually has a little cable tie which it is attached to, so I reused that little cable tie. It's one of those reusable ones, and that obviously kept it nicely out of the way and attached to the bodywork itself. I also put these rubber boots back over the headlamp connectors as well, because they were there originally, and I thought it would be nice to have them back on again. So they're back over, and it's just a case of reconnecting everything. Space is quite tight, so you will be working a little bit blind when doing this, so don't worry if it takes a little bit longer than expected. Final thing is to do a test. So tested the headlights, so dip beam, double checked, also tested main beam and the indicators as well, just to make sure that everything worked. Everything appeared to work, which was good, and that really was that. I was able to finish the job off and call it a day. Now I did take apart the other bulb failure module. As you can see, here it is, and I thought I'd have a look at some of the components. So you've got those relays, you have a couple of chips on there which are for switching purposes. You also got a 555 timer and another switching chip there. Obviously got your connectors there as well. Those are what tend to go problematic, they tend to crack. Another view of the circuit board with all the chips on it there. Those are a couple of switching chips, and there's a couple of those actually on that top board there, and you've got a big power transistor as well. And that's that. Anyway, hope you found this enjoyable. Don't forget to hit the like button, and I'll see you next time.